Father Marcus arrives at a fog-laden village under a stormy sky, immediately sensing an oppressive presence. The air feels thick, almost suffocating, as he walks through empty, silent streets. At a dimly lit inn, the innkeeper warns Father Marcus about the voices that start at nightfall, pleading for him to leave. Her haunted eyes reveal years of fear, and she locks every door as soon as the sun sets. That night, Father Marcus hears faint whispers in his room, growing louder and more sinister. He tries to locate the source, but the voices seem to come from everywhere, filling the air with eerie pleas and threats. The next day, Father Marcus finds an abandoned chapel on the village's outskirts, rumored to be the source of the hauntings. Inside, symbols of dark rituals are drawn across the walls, and the lingering smell of decay fills the air. A villager, pale and gaunt, confronts Father Marcus outside the chapel, his voice shifting between his own and a deeper, inhuman tone. The man collapses, muttering incoherently about voices that take them one by one. Father Marcus returns to the inn, and while washing his hands, he sees a figure standing behind him in the mirror. The figure speaks in a guttural voice, warning him to leave, then vanishes as he turns around. Determined to banish the evil, Father Marcus begins an exorcism ritual at the inn. The walls vibrate, and shadowy figures writhe as the voices scream and rage, filling the room with a chilling wind. The voices intensify, echoing throughout the village, each one growing more hostile and desperate. People in the village look terrified, holding their heads as though the voices are inside their minds. Father Marcus uncovers a dark history involving an ancient curse tied to the voices, which are spirits of villagers from centuries past who were condemned and forgotten. He realizes the spirits demand justice. In a final attempt to silence the voices, Father Marcus returns to the chapel at midnight. The shadows gather around him, solidifying into forms with twisted faces and hollow, agonized eyes. As he chants the exorcism prayer, the voices reach a crescendo, echoing throughout the village. Dark shapes surge toward him, clawing at his robes and trying to silence him. He presses on, unwavering. Suddenly, the spirit of the cursed village leader, a malevolent figure with a face of twisted rage and sorrow, emerges, accusing the villagers of betrayal and demanding retribution. Father Marcus performs a final, powerful incantation, invoking divine intervention. The dark spirit screams as light engulfs the chapel, dispersing the shadows and silencing the voices in a climactic burst of energy. The next morning, the villagers emerge, cautious and silent, relieved that the voices are gone. Father Marcus, exhausted but victorious, quietly leaves the village, hoping the silence will remain.